Hey, Chief, it's beautiful, this thing, eh?
Hey, Paul,
Leadership.
Mashatile, I'll teach you things.
Eh.
You know what time is it now?
What time is it?
10 past 4.
Come on
Time
now.
for PNC.
Hey,
you know what
boy.
is PNC?
I've heard, but I don't know.
Let's watch this thing, my friend.
What's this
you
thing?
laugh here. You laugh.
Hey.
PNC. You fainted again.
Apologies, excitement. You know
Yeah,
that
no, I understand. This Vodacom
things,
deal is too hot for you.
Yeah, what is this thing? I cannot afford this data thing because you know my couch is not as big as yours.
Don't worry, my man. This thing, Vodacom Power Connect, is giving you for 99 rand.
Yeah?
You get 10 gigabytes. And 5 gigabyte YouTube.
There's more.
There's more.
Aye,
man. How can you run a country while you faint like this, man?
Don't worry.
Man.
I'll just eat some cupcakes. I'll have sugar in me.
No, man. We need to enjoy this thing when you are busy fainting.
No, Chief, but before you carry on with this thing, I need to go to Limpopo. I've got an address to make. Ne?
What if it's too hot there? And you must drive with you. Eh? I don't trust you, man.
Don't worry, Chief. We've got blue brigades there. They will take care of us.
Via. You know, it's my time to vibe with my faves, Baba. PNC AG, don't let Paul drive alone. I don't trust him. He'll faint.
10 past 4.
These are the PNC News. With your head anchor, Tabiso Dirubitsa Noha. And your weatherman, the very cool Alfred Lichadima. And on sports, the very unfit Eusebius Swinya. On economics, it's the very beautiful Joyce D. Chilide. And on criminal news, the epitome of criminality. The one and only Makoda 211.
There were so much shots, gunshots which went around.
Only on PNC News. Kiditaba, the serious.
Oh, where's everyone?
PNC News.
And then kwenzakalani?
Dumelang bagaetso, welcome to PNC News. Kinna Tabiso Dirupitsanoga, aka Taps on News. We kick off this bulletin with a story that's been plaguing the news airwaves around the world. P. Diddy was arrested during the March search of his LA Miami homes. Law enforcement seized narcotics, videos of people doing strange things, 3 AR-15s, with defaced serial numbers, 785 dildos, each fully charged and ready for action. 69 of these dildos were made of glass, and 3 were named after vendor people: Azwindini, Masudu, and Glenn.
This morning, watch how federal agents took Sean Diddy Combs into custody. He's seen in this video entering the Park Hyatt Hotel in Midtown Manhattan with others when agents from Homeland Security Investigations approach and separate him. They place Combs under arrest and lead him out the front door in handcuffs. His lawyer said Combs had come to New York 2 weeks earlier with the intention of turning himself in. He did not expect the agents to be waiting at his hotel last Monday night.
Why doesn't the government want him to turn himself in? Because then they can't ask for detention. So they go and they arrest him. They arrest a guy who came to New York to turn himself in.
More than 1,000 bottles of baby oil and lubrication were also seized that were intended for the freak of supplies. There are very few excuses in life that require one to carry 1,000 bottles of baby oil in hand. It's like you are trying to rid the world of ashiness. Ahona mutu ompunga in the Diddy mansions. Local mothers were crying that baby bottoms were ashy during that time. There were no baby oil supplies at Target, Walmart, or any other oil suppliers.
How do you explain the baby oil and the lubricants? 1,000 bottles of baby oil.
I don't think it was 1,000. I think it was a lot. I mean, there's a Costco right down the street. You know, I think Americans buy in bulk, as we know. And, you know, this is consensual adults doing what consensual adults do.
Escape artist formerly known as Tom Mutsipe, Thabo Bester, has lost his bid for access to a laptop for lack of urgency. Thabo Bester's bid for access to a laptop, preferably a MacBook Pro with unlimited Wi-Fi, a Bluetooth mouse and 10 gigs of data from Vodacom, has sent the country into a frenzy. He has asked for everything from the jailers but his freedom. Mutuo has asked for laptops, new clothing, a change of handcuffs. He even asked for the death penalty. Are mpolayeng, not forgetting for his girlfriend to be released so she can take care of people's skin. All this, but never once asked for his freedom. Here's a recent video of Bester.
No one took me seriously as a criminal. No one is taking me serious as a lawyer. I need a laptop. I can't do anything without a laptop. How must I defend myself without a laptop? And apparently everyone is getting these deals. 99 Rand for 10 gigabytes of YouTube data. I don't even know about these things because I don't have a laptop. Look how I came to the court today. Dressed, I look and smell like a prisoner. And I'm an innocent man. I was never in Tanzania. That was Tom. Can we just make a laptop happen for me so I can defend myself in honor? Look how I'm dressed. I want a Sheen account so I can come to court looking proper like a lawyer. And for that, Your Honor, I need a laptop. Let me go. Mboro is out. Mboro is out. And he sliced people. I didn't slice anyone. I killed him. I need a laptop. Kill me now. Kill me now, Your Honor. I asked you to kill me. You don't even want to kill me. Change the laws. Kill me now. I asked for proper clothes. Still, no response. I asked for Dragon Ball Z. I even shaved my head to look like Krillin. No one is taking me serious here. I wish I was Tom. Again. Your Honor, all I'm asking for is a laptop and a 2-point plug so I can watch Law and Order, Mtunzi.com, Suits, Boston Legal, so I can prepare for this case, Your Honor. Just give me a laptop and a charger. Please. I won't watch porn, Your Honor. There's enough of that going on around me. Can I just get a laptop? Please, Your Honor.
In other news, lion cubs go for sale for 35,000 Rand. It seems the unwanted kids of Mufasa are on sale in a WhatsApp group for 35,000 Rand. The Animal Welfare Society of South Africa is investigating allegations of keeping and selling a litter of lion cubs by a Pretorian resident who apparently marked the wild animals on a WhatsApp group for 35,000 Rand each. Across the pond, it seems other WhatsApp groups are selling other things. Nigerians were caught selling fake passports for 2 million naira via WhatsApp. That is equivalent of 21,000 Rand. It seems it costs more to own a lion and less to own a Nigerian.
Alright, kom kry jou leeu's, kom kry jou leeu's. Hulle is wit nou, maar hulle gaan geel draai in 'n paar jare. Dan moet jy hulle seker terugvat na die wilde tuin toe. Kom kry jou leeu's, kom kry jou leeu's. Is net R35 elk. Kom kry jou leeu's, kom kry jou leeu's voor hulle uitvel en hulle almal Boksburg toe gaan.
Penny Ntuli was tweeting cold from the N3 after she was stuck in the snow in her Hyundai i20.
Hey, my guy is Linda. Yeah. Hey, come for this.
She tweeted Arrive Alive to come in and help. Recordings of the phone conversation between her and her insurance were found by PNC news teams.
Or PNC News was robbed for a TikTok challenge and you want us to cover that? Never. These people are not serious. No. TikTok. You can't cover that.
Insurance. Josephina speaking. How can I help?
Hi guys, could you please help us with emergency vehicles? We are cold.
Emergency vehicles, you are cold. Remember, where are you?
On the N3.
What's happening there?
We are stuck.
You want us to send more vehicles to get more stuff with you, ma'am? That is not possible. That is not possible. What would you like us to do, ma'am?
Send a helicopter then, anything, please.
Right. Here's the logic. A helicopter, the snow's coming from where, ma'am? The sky. Then, if you send a helicopter in the sky, the snow's gonna do what? Fall on the helicopter propellers and what? Freeze. We don't have a helicopter to unhelicopter the one that's frozen there, ma'am. What else?
Can you not send a Zamboni then?
What do you know about a Zimboni, ma'am? Do you know where that comes from? Currently, it is in Lesotho, and the kids in Northgate are waiting for it as well.
We can't inconvenience Robert and take Zamboni.
He's a very, 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 very important guy in South Africa. Sorry, ma'am.
This customer does not have self-love.
What I would suggest you do is please roll up your windows, rub your feet and hands as fast and hard as you can. Perhaps you'll even create body heat and warm the car. Wait for the snow to melt, ma'am. Please stay there. We'll call you back.
No, ya guy.
Does it really?
A viral video about a pastor called Enigma went viral as he told many of us to stop going to gym. He said gyms were disguised as a place for demons, calling themselves virgin, when knowingly everyone in there has done something to each other. This pastor went on to say, if you are a singer, you are going to hell. If you were at Somizi's wedding, you are going to hell. If you shared a glass with somebody like Titimba at the wedding, you are going to hell. If you are the MC at the wedding, you are going to hell.
uJesu uthi akafuni sijime la kujingwa khona la kuphakamiswa insimbi khona once bavula umnyango anywhere in the world la kujingwa khona mabavula umnyango bathi manje it's a time for training idemon nalo langena sizojima idemon langena ngithi idemon yibo abanzi bodybuilding so ukuthi abantu batshintshe imizimba yabo it is because bangena ispirit sama wrestling and ama wrestling ama demon.
Podcast and Chill gets an honorary mention in Parliament. When MacGyver MacG Paka Mokwebo launched his first episode of Podcast and Chill 6 years ago, he didn't think it would reach these heights. But more than 400 uploads later on YouTube, he has made history as the first South African, the first African to achieve a 1 million podcast subscription membership list. To surpass it as well, he's now at 1.4 million, recently gifting the nation with the best podcasts to hit the network, such as PNC. People need comedy. Yeah, and others. There's others as well. Yeah.
Why we also welcome technological advancement and the use of social media in not only documenting and preserving our history, but also inspiring new generation to engage and celebrate their heritage by using modern innovation. Innovation such as podcast can spread our heritage through popular culture. Creative artists such as Munaka, MacG and Sol Penduka have produced the largest podcast, the Podcast and Chill. We must support such initiative as part of transforming the creative sector. Hope chillers are watching.
You know you've made it in life when you are being mentioned in Parliament by that beautiful vendor lady. I mean, it makes sense. She only mentioned vendor podcasters. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we move over to a man who is passionate about sports and balls and is still hoping to grow hair one day. Yubes, over to you.
Thank you for that, Tubbs. My name is Eusebius Swinyag and welcome to Sports and Stuff Like That. In our first story, we are talking cricket, where the Proteas got embarrassed by Afghanistan in an historic loss. South Africa got schooled in the second ODI, losing by a staggering 177 runs. The South Africans were disintegrated like a rusk in a coffee cup. They fell apart like a cheap rice stand at a family reunion. Afghanistan came in betting like they had somewhere to be. They came in swinging like they were at Moonchild's house. Captain Bavuma said they needed a conversation. Nah, brah, you guys need a whole TED talk on how to face spin bowlers.
Out of this world. Outstanding. Outrageous. outclassed, outplayed, outwitted, outstanding, over and out.
Moving on to your PSL news. In the Betway Premier League, Royal AM drew again in their second match, and we all know why. Their star player, Andile Mpisani, got subbed off in halftime because he had to go to the Delicious Festival. Some players run down the clock. Desbra run down his guest list. Most guys fight for a full 90 minutes on the pitch. This is out here fighting for a spot at the after party. This outie is single-handedly turning this league into a joke. Imagine grinding your whole life to make it to the PSL, and Andile is just out here like, nah brah, football, that's just my side hustle. Hopefully the league can put an end to this mess and restore honor to football in this country. Now, moving on to your rugby news, where the Springboks have lost to Argentina. The Boks were up 40-0 early in the game. Everything was looking good, and then the Boks defense fell apart quicker than my New Year's resolutions. My diet only lasted 4 days. Kurtley Arendse got himself in the sin bin for a high tackle, and that's when the game changed. I haven't seen such a disaster in 10 minutes since I tried making scrambled eggs in the microwave. Mani Lebok's play was electric, but when the pressure was on, this man made more mistakes than a divorced man on payday. He kicked the ball so skiff, the ball said, "Yes, Queen," as it passed by the poles. The championship will be decided on Saturday in Nelspruit. Let's see if the boys can make their trophy stay home. And this was your sports and stuff like that. Back to you in studio, Tubbs.
Thank you for that, Youbs. Love the new cut, looking shiny there on the forehead. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we move over to the world of criminality. It seems in recent news, one of our faves here at PNC News, Somizi Mhlongo, was robbed by a Bolt driver. We cross over live to Makoda, who knows something about this developing story. Makoda, over to you.
Thank you, Tubbs. We are back at it. Umakora lo 10:45. Yazi isikhathi sakhona mpitshi yami. Ibhara ngasolveki cleve ngathandeki. Qala kami ngiqole ngawe. Unfortunately this week asispani ne. Already basikhawadile, silimele. So heritage Umakora.
Hola, so amazing, eh? Okay. These are Louis Vuittons, my brother. Very expensive things. Peruvian whips, stockings, heels, my brother. Everything belongs to Somizi. Make sure you have her.
Oh, Louis Vuitton. Get Somizi.
On Peruvian whips, everything is there.
Okay.
Expensive baby wear.
Okay.
Bafethu itula siyahlangana ningasabi nina. La ngathi khona into ezake. Hey bafo. Before uvaya, ithi sikubuza ama questions I feel that uthi deliver uSomizi.
Yeah.
Hayi man. Yazi bambala ngathi nginento ekumele uhambe nayo lana. Yes. Hey, bafo ungapheniki. Wena yehle emotini. Thina sizoyideliver lempahla, uyathola? Sokala. Eish. Mina ngithi day off bafethu kanti uMakoda usipana waya. Ngene transini intwana. Yebo. Uyakwazi ukudrive automatic?
Automatic, hawo.
Eish, nama ngikwazi ukudrive automatic. Intwana. Uyakwazi ukudrive automatic? Yazi. Swakala. Yeah. Sibaya nawe. Ngena udrive la. Ngapayisi, ngena udrive. Ungahambi ngimele. Siapanda every day. There's no days off. Umakoda, sega deliver.
Please put on your seatbelt.
Oh, it's fine. See the safety. Yeah, on the seatbelt. Safety first. Imanyana, man. Back to you in studio, Taps. Umakoda, over and out.
Thank you for that, Makora. I'd also like to apologize once again for the Bring Me My Money challenge. Sorry, the brother. If you don't mind just bringing back our laptop. It's been hard having to remember these news. We now cross over live to the head accountant of her society, Amapubezi Financials, Joyce Wakadi-Cheleteng. Joyce, over to you.
Thank you for that, Thabiso. Welcome to the economic segment with Joyce Wakadi-Cheleteng. The end of an era is upon us. Tupperware has filed for bankruptcy, immediately increasing the street value of every missing Tupperware. And now, the operation to bring back my Tupperware is officially underway. I can hardly contain myself. Staying in Tupperware news, Matthew Booth is extremely nervous about this as he still has not returned the Tupperware that is currently valued at 2,000 Rand on the black market. And Moja Love Show is looking for him. Now, in other kitchenware, a visible decline in the so-called marriage material as champagne glasses become the highest selling kitchen appliance. To say that we are at the edge is a bit of a small statement. Glasses will be linked, marriages will be broken, and there'll be champagne on the floor. Standing out on the economic segment, this is Joyce Cheleteng. Going back to you, Thabiso.
Thank you for that, Joyce, and thank you for the recommendation of opening a fixed account. I think I've done everything. We now cross over live to a man who didn't take the time to warn South Africa about the weather. Because of him, people were stuck on the N3. Let's see what he has to say for himself. Alf, over to you.
Welcome back to the news weather desk. Mzansi, it is cold. The moya wa South Africa is frozen. I'm sorry I didn't tell you about this thing, but let it go, Bafetu. Let it go. South Africa has finally had some proudly South African snow. No longer should South Africans go to Lesotho for some snow. Now we can have some proudly South African snow, and it is thick. Thick like my ex-wife's, not the thighs, the brain, man. How do you fight with me just before I have to tell people about the snow? You know how many people are angry at me right now. Father Christmas is angry at me. The alias Father Christmas are like, you should have told us so we can take pictures ahead. Now look at this. The snowman is now the favorite fictional character of all time. Ugo Devin doing weird things like fornicating with Zulus. But you know what? It's my bad. I will take this South Africa. I can't watch South Africa of lawyer which way and look at where it's gotten us. Look now. Our snowman is corrupt. He now has gigs in South Africa. You know, we always book things that are new in South Africa. Here's a gig with Skomota in Limpopo. He doesn't know. That's gonna be his last day. Man, what can I say? Back to you, Taps. The Robertson Nocha. Oh, Kumklop and Nagina Alfred. It is cold. Get a blanket.
Well, that's it from us here at PNC News. Libizolaka ke Thabiso di Rupitsanoga. And I can't wait to see you guys next week. Again, right here, same time, same place. Nilalen ngotol.
Say goodbye to FOMO and say hello to the best content YouTube has to offer with the new Vodacom prepaid LTE bundles. Buy the prepaid LTE 10GB bundle for 99 Rand and get a free 5GB YouTube data to vibe with your faves on YouTube with Vodacom. Further together.
Hey, this news, but you know this Alfred guy, man, this
This guy was supposed to tell us about the weather on time so that we prepare. Look, now we are looking bad. We're supposed to give that tender to some boat to avoid the snow there. People are stuck. It's like, you know what? Let me send another anonymous complaint. Dear PNC Network. Oh, CC course. I'll get him fired. This one. Alfred Lich. Angie! Hi, Angie will continue with this. Let me continue to vibe with my faves.
I wonder why the president's always pushing these deals, man.
You guys are horrible.
I don't know why.
Horrible.
Do you know why? Because we are his faves. And did you know for 99 rand?
I can't.
For 99 rand? Yeah. You get a 10 gigs. Wow. But not only that, you can redeem a 5 gig for YouTube's.
I think it was.
Stop polling.
Wow.
Stop it, I like it. Guys, how does it feel being the president's favorite podcast?
First of all, the fact that we're on his radar is
man.
concerning a bit.
He's vibing with us.
The faves.
He is using his 10 gigs.
We are the faves.
For 99 rand to vibe with us. Not only that, Chandrizi. Yes. He retrieved and revived and is using his YouTube 5 gigs. What? To watch us.
Yay.
Right now.
Tonight. It's worthy of that. It's worthy of that.
I'm glad he found his tablet.
Hey, almost like you were actually.
The palms.
All right.
She's boys, she's girls, and she's
babies.
She's babies. She's boys, she's girls, and she's babies. Welcome to yet another episode of PNC. People in need of the comedies. Ladies and gentlemen, before we get this show underway, I'd like to introduce the people you see on the screen right now. Sitting, dressed in a red bucket hat and matching Nike Air Force One lows. It's the one and only Tsitsi Chumeric, the barbaric.
Yes.
Sorry, the low dunks. Sorry. Aich! And sitting next to him, ladies and gentlemen, fresh from the hair salon, ubonaka texture ya muriri, but it's still relaxed. Dressed like a tombstone without any words on it. Please put your digital hands together. Help us welcome all the way from the south, rocking Hemoria Air Force Ones, the one and only Farofai the Farizi Kwarizi in the Hive. Hey, Oscar Champa Mustulung. Sit down.
I knew it was a mistake.
And the Air Force Ones.
Moyeng. And of course, all the way in the back, rocking his black outfit with 2 silver chains. Give it up for the third most famous person from King Williamstown, the one and only Shanri Fanvey.
And on the other side is the originator of the lock drum.
Yeah.
Tum 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 himself. Others call him Machaiva Nika hairstyle ya Lundi.
Carry on.
Wearing a shirt that has his name. I'm a hoodie, nah? Wearing a hoodie that had his name with the Jordan 4s. With the Jordan 4s and his many teeth to say hello. It's the one and only Mpopops Mudikwani. Hello. Can win an argument with a few words.
Guys, that was last week, guys.
Okay,
It's a new week. New things, new person to pick on.
Just bite that conversation. take a bite in that conversation.
Hey, bro, when
Sink your teeth into this one.
when Pops eats an apple, the teeth complain. I always whack me. The
Ah,
front
guys, come
teeth are
on,
like,
come on,
"Ke
come
nna
on."
ke spanang the whole time. The wisdom even like give up.
The K9 digits. Enzani bafethu, enzani. Pakistan.
Why are my canines Zulu?
Because
Why?
they are.
The violent
You
teeth.
can.
You've got the blade canines. They don't need blood, they need a serum.
Hi, Pops.
Is this what I came back to life for?
This is just, you know what they say, recon, because you went here for 2 weeks, you have to go in for 2 weeks. So this is the last.
So I've covered Saul. Today I'm covering
Yes.
Kiba.
Yes.
Hi, then let's get it. Let's get it.
And it was Heritage Day yesterday. I actually saw a documentary about Homona Lady.
Oh, yes,
The first.
yes.
The first. I live next to her.
Yeah. When you become a fossil, hey, they're gonna find a lot of evidence. You're gonna say the Homo sapien. This one.
Homo
So kill a Homo sapien.
Okay, sapio. Sapio.
Anthropologists. worst nightmare.
Guys,
Okay, I
it's
know.
enough
But
now.
can we see it's not all of us?
Yes, it's
you
not
see
all
where
of
the
us.
agenda's coming from?
There's
just
one
wanna-
person here.
I just want to say we missed you and
A
welcome
lot.
back.
So we are done now. Yay.
Yes, we're done.
Thank you.
So what are we gonna talk about now?
Titi, we have to do our research and find something else.
No, it was turning into abuse.
Oh,
Who
much
said
like
that?
what happened to Homo Naledi.
Apparently, did she suffer from a blind force trauma?
Yeah, someone hit on the head.
Yeah. However, there's a thing I was watching, right? So the back in the day, the Neanderthals, right?
Yes.
These are the people before us, right? So these are our ancestors, like our
The real ones.
Yeah, the real
The one we
Yeah,
transformed
yeah.
from.
So they had this tradition where when it seems like, so obviously anthropologists can't tell exactly what happened, but it seems like when a Neanderthal loved one passed away, they actually devoured the loved one. Yeah, they ate it so that you can stay with me forever. But it wasn't like a.
It wasn't cannibalism
It
like
wasn't
that.
cannibalism. It was a act of loving somebody else.
Keep them with you.
Farida, imagine you want a speed braai.
And my favorite was her legs. Can I have a tibia then?
That's wild,
That's
bro.
crazy.
Braai the loved
That is
ones
Yeah.
and eat them so that they can stay with them.
Yeah, and then you utilize your body parts, like maybe your bone.
fertilization.
No, not for fertilization. For you.
As a pap.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, use your skull
Now you're
as a
eating
bowl.
from my head.
Yes.
Drinking soup.
You are a...
Imagine someone in your head every day. You're trying to rest in peace with.
And yours will ever, that's a big bowl.
Yeah, hey, that's
No, Farina.
when yours is a serving bowl. Exactly. Utapa away. They use your one to make punch.
I see
Add
you
more.
found something else to talk about.
Sorry.
And this one has had so much to say.
Sorry.
Keep it rooty.
Bowl. Just the madula.
Neander.
Yeah, let's move on.
So essentially, that is our heritage as human beings. Like that is where our heritage as the human race starts from. And then obviously, a lot of Neanderthal groups broke out, and then they started forming little tribes within, localization. And then obviously because of weather, certain body parts started growing better than
Of
others.
course.
That were
Bender.
somewhere else. Obviously, if you're in the snow over there, body parts can't, you don't need certain things to be big.
True.
And then when you came here, when we came here to Africa,
Yeah, it makes sense why, like, when you look at Venda, you understand why, everything grows bigger there. You know, why the mangoes are that big or the avocados are that big. Because it stays hot all the time. Not winter.
So
there
cells
was
are
snow this
expanding.
past week. Did you see any vendor people making snowmen?
not.
Because it doesn't reach there. So vendor, things grow because it's constantly hot and tropical.
Cells expanding.
Yes. When it's cold, things don't grow.
Contraction.
They contract. That's why
Yeah,
the
that makes
avocado,
sense.
the avocados are
Because those who don't eat with curries and things, theirs are contracted. They are not eating hot foods, therefore the cells are closed. Other body parts are not receiving enough heat.
I was talking about fruits.
Okay.
Farida, I was talking about vegetables.
2 weeks in a row.
No, there's
Farida,
nothing wrong.
2 weeks in a row.
No. What is wrong is we are getting shocked that I'm a human and I live. I'm just like everybody in this here room, everybody watching me. You guys, you keep secrets. It's a secretive. I'm open book. Like an open book test. They say, look at the answers. Here I am. Don't have to hide.
What is your heritage?
My head, Kimotswana.
Motswana.
Yes, Kimotswana.
Is that what a heritage is?
Yeah, I think it's your,
Is it your culture?
Your lineage
it's your
and
lineage,
culture.
it's your culture. Like I'm a half. I'm Sotho
Same.
and Tswana.
Okay.
Oh, Motswaso.
I'm not Sotho.
I'm a Sutswa.
Lesotho.
So it makes sense where I am. If you think about like where my family, half the Botswana, half Lesotho, I'm in the middle.
South Africa.
Yeah.
So when your ingredients are
Exported.
exported and then you are inbreed.
So if you say I'm going home,
Where's home?
So wait.
That's where all the mixed breeds are. It's like a Soweto dog. Have you ever seen a Soweto dog? That dog has no origin at all. It was made lime Kakwe.
Street dog.
We only learned pedigrees when we visited our friends.
Yes.
This is a German Shepherd. Hey, what dog is this?
yeah,
He's a dog.
It's a dog.
His name is Bobby.
It's been eating beetroot from age 1. Beetroot. This dog knows beetroot.
So it makes sense if you say Soweto because basically what I've learned like in history class, it's like the way the apartheid government named places was literally taking the first words of people's cultures like Soweto. It's like Sotos, and then they just.
So who's the way? Who's the way?
Shanrei.
Who's the way? Who's the toss?
Shanrei.
Shanrei, do research. Titi did research. Southern Western Township.
Sutu.
But I'm saying like this.
It's the Sutus, the Wetus.
And the
Tutus.
I'm gonna change my notes here. I think the Tapiso wrote this one.
He stole the facts.
No, bro, but I think with us, right, our heritage is where we come from, who our people are, like our tribe, our people. And then I think our culture is, yes, it stems from our heritage and the people who raised us. But I think our culture also has a lot to do with where we grew up.
Yes.
Because there's certain practices that are done within. So like there's different cultural practices from people who come from Eslali, you know, like proper traditional places.
Like
and then there's us, like city kids. You know, we still keep some of the things that are representative of our heritage, but we've kind of put a little bit of a spin.
Yeah, like the mountain, bro.
Yes.
I remember when they were starting to talk about, when I was like getting that age where you're about to, then they started hearing mountain in the house. There no ways I'm going up in a mountain with 70,000 other naked bros.
Yes.
With the chamomile.
For a weekend alone.
Looking like that guy on Shaka Ilembe.
And then I come back and say, I'm a man.
You're gonna wear a suit the whole month.
Nah, but I remember around that time when they were sending when they were sending like my cousins out to the mountain. I didn't go, and I remember.
So you still?
What do you mean?
No,
I went to the private mountain.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
with anesthesia.
Anesthetic.
I woke up. I woke up and I wasn't the same anymore. Okay.
It's the procedure is called circumcision.
Yes, but I'm asking, like, culturally, is it the same? Are you considered as a man, as someone that went to the mountain?
Look, here's my problem.
Don't care. Stop!
Yeah, bro.
As long as it's cut straight.
Bro. Now,
because they get tired there about it.
Bro,
look like Bud Simpson's head.
After a while, the plate's not sharp. I wanna go to a place. where I know they know the procedure, they're gonna cast, they're gonna do a dotted line.
And then before you, they do this.
Next.
Your number
Where do those pieces go? Where do they put those things?
They make face cream.
Stop it.
Yes, the one the ingredient
From
of
the offcuts.
No.
Yeah.
Number one ingredient in anti-aging. Google it. Number one ingredient in anti-aging cream is foreskin.
Gee and me, I just thought like the foreskins are littered on the mountain.
Just so you don't come up the mountain
That's
going,
what I thought.
who was eating calamari?
So someone's gonna be walking. Someone's gonna be walking and they slip.
Man, guys,
That's what, I don't know why I thought that for many years. I'm like, when I looked up, I was like, yo, there's probably thousands and thousands of
So you see, the reason why for me that heritage thing is a weird thing, right?
You're modern.
I'm half Pedi.
Yeah.
So my mom is Pedi. My estranged father was Tswana, right? So, and here's the problem with, okay, tease me about my...
No.
Tease me.
No, I don't know why you say
Tease me.
Estranged.
Tease me. Tell me I don't have a father.
Wow.
Like it's a new thing. Like I'm gonna say, wow, he wasn't there, bro. Okay.
Yo, it's scary.
Yeah, no, I felt that.
I'm sorry.
Heritage.
Just breathe.
It's your heritage.
You see the problem with this heritage?
What tribe are you from? The fatherless tribe.
Yes.
I'm part of the fatherless.
Welcome, my brother.
Trauma has become our heritage.
Yes.
Trauma is a heritage,
Yes, you inherit that thing.
Yeah. But I think to your point that you're trying to make, there's certain like practices that we kind of need to familiarize. Because you're saying you half Pedi and half Tswana, right? And there's certain things that our culture requires of us.
But let me finish the story.
Yes, that I was leading you back there.
Oh, sorry. Okay. So I'm half Pedi, half Tswana.
Yes,
right? But I was not raised Tswana at all. So in traditional senses, I'm Tswana because my dad was Tswana. But I've never grown up I've never been around the Tswanas. My stepdad is Tsonga. Right? So I carry my stepdad's surname. Okay. So I was born Lintitiri. I'm a Pedi person. Like my name is Lintitiri. Like Lintitiri La Paramaseka. Mubuyantwe. Right? That's my name. My surname is Masipa. Muchida Lauluka. Muchida Lauluka. Right? So that's my name. Right? But my name is now become, because of modern Western culture, my name has had to become Tsitsi. So that people can pronounce my name. Because when you hear Lintitiri,
a lot. Sounds
people
like
don't get it, right? And Chumia is my stepdad's surname. So now my name just sounds like I'm...
Like a sound.
Like...
Your name does sound like it. Check that ID.
Today go wholesome.
I'm sorry, my friend.
Yes.
Sorry.
Yes.
So yeah, that's what I'm saying. So what?
We're waiting. No, I'm really interested how you mesh the two.
What thing?
Yeah?
So for me, culture has always been what I'm doing.
Okay.
Heritage has always been what I'm doing, what I'm exposed to, what's in my immediate world. Because I don't have like a place where people will say, yeah, you belong here or you belong here. So I belong wherever I think, which is Pedi, because I grew up there, and that's always been my argument. But at home, I'm still expected, because of my stepdad being such a good guy, I'm expected to take his culture. But it's one of those things.
Yeah.
Bruh, I think we shouldn't, because again, it's us. We have this heritage. Your name means something. You know what I mean? You are Lintsintsiri, Naftal, Masipa. So it's about getting people to understand that is your name. And I think previously we adjusted ourselves so that people could understand. Like last week I was talking about how I got the name Pops.
Yeah.
And that was because my best friend of 32 years, John Paul Watson, was tired of how other kids were pronouncing my name in school, right? They weren't getting Mpo right. So then I ended up getting the name Pops. Because my peers at the time didn't know how to pronounce Mpo because it's MPH and then it's a vowel.
So to sound out that.
Remember the name?
Consonants. Yeah. So 3 consonants was making them go Mimpo, Mfo, whatever. So they weren't getting my name right. Don't you think we deserve to like get each other's names right. You know what I mean? Like we should be calling you Linton Seeds. That's what I was trying to say. You see, this is the problem I'm talking about.
Yeah, nah.
Yeah.
And it starts here at home.
You are correct.
Because I think we can make an effort. Even Farida's name. Like I didn't
when they gave you a lot of
Pharaoh
names,
5, I didn't get it. I thought it was Farofi.
So when you look at it, it looks like Ferofi because that's what your mind says. It's how I pronounce it that makes the difference. The Fi is from Fifi. I didn't want the Fi under Ferofi. So I said, I don't want Ferofi. It just doesn't sound like a word. Doesn't
Is
sound
that
like
your
a name.
Your name
No.
is Ferofi?
My name is Farida. It's a Muslim name, Farida, that means unique, one of a kind.
And you are Shem.
I'm a Mela.
So-
One of one.
In that, when I went to school in primary, I went to school with people who understood my name because we were of that culture, the Muslim culture. So nobody was confused about how to say my name. In fact, they pronounced it the Arab way.
Which is?
Farida. Farida. Then I got to high school. So now I'm going to have to change my narrative because I'm black and I've got this Indian name and I'm going to a predominantly Catholic and black school. So I must now conglomerate everything and give everyone a tutorial on how to say Farida because it was Frida, Florida.
So you were like a spy for the Muslims.
I was in there.
Just checking out what Jesus is doing.
What
to
are
the
you up
children.
to in here?
No shame.
And then they said on the third day,
they have assembly standing.
Every 2 minutes we must stand.
They pray standing.
Praise be to God. Praise be to God. No. So yeah, I mean, I never had a struggle until I also came back outside of schooling, and then it was like real life where people were like Frida, and I was like, it's not a double E. It's also not FR. It's FARIEDA. Farida.
I think we should make more of an effort to get our names right, bruh, because like there are people who can't pronounce your name.
Yes.
But then they travel to other countries and they can learn the language and adapt very quickly. You know?
And
You see-
especially,
Yeah. No,
especially
but see-
people like Matthew.
These ones.
Matthew knows how to speak a bit of French.
Yeah.
Have you heard him saying Jabulo?
It sounds like there's two J's in
Yeah.
there.
Hey, Jay.
It's like they pronounce your name how they see you. Me, they say Titi. What do you see, my brother? What do you see? What do you see, Umpicha Titi? Ubonang, my brother.
Titi. Yay! Titi.
I have a friend of mine, right? Also, Matthew's
tribe
complexion. Yeah, this bro has been living here for years. He went to Thailand for 1 year. I went to go visit him the second year he went there. And if you don't know this, you've never been to Thailand. So he was talking Thai, bro, like true. And I was like, bro, fluently. Because bro, he's doing it with the hands. He gave the bro directions from the airport on the phone to his house.
Hectic.
Then I'm like, bro, how did you get this right? This is incredible that you've been able to learn this. And then he pronounced my name wrong right in that conversation.
So we ended it. Thank you for
No, but guys, you know that's the other thing there. We like to also make fun of other people's names, right? But then we also don't like looking in the mirror, right? We always like making fun of our brothers and sisters' names because their names have this, like, they mean something, but it's clearer. You know, like our brothers from different areas of this continent of ours. Perseverance.
Yeah.
You know, but
For intelligence.
yeah, we make fun of those names, but
Butlali.
Butlali
is intelligent.
Butlali is intelligent.
Yes.
It's just that our brothers are brave enough to say we're gonna English fight.
Yes.
English.
So they don't, there's no ditzy. You get it's perseverance,
Patience.
beauty, pretty.
Doing words.
And also, doing words.
Your name is a doing word.
Convenience.
Yeah.
Work.
Work Masibu.
Learn more.
Learn more. Wardrobe.
I actually
Love
know
more.
I actually know someone's name was Homeboy. His name is
Guys, one word. No, but you know, there's a name that I thought was from our brothers and sisters, but it turns out it's actually from KZN. The guy I bought my washing machine from, his name is Two Boys.
Oh, wow.
Two
Wait,
boys.
Two boys.
Bafana.
Okay, but
yeah.
Bafana.
And it has a Njabulo is here.
Happiness.
Two boys.
Two boys.
Yes.
Bafana.
Like two rand.
No,
Bafana.
he's the second boy in the family. So they gave him the name.
So the first
I
one
like it there two boys now because there's one and two.
Yeah.
So he's boy number two.
One boy.
Yeah, and it's
Good
like a
boy,
common word in
boy.
Njabulo. It's a common thing in KZN, right?
But in Jabulo,
It's
it's the
like
wrong person to ask.
And then they end up saying Sunny Boy. It's two boys.
Two boy.
So in any boy, little boys. Like
Yes.
Yes, boy ki number one, two
Yes.
boys two.
There's also names for like if you're the last born, like to say we are
Close
done.
off.
To close off the
Yes.
lineage.
Khunzi. That's my cousins have that. So
Yeah.
it was Tebogo Karabo le Khunzi.
Yeah, Tebogo Karabo. So Tebogo is thank you.
Yes,
Karabo is you answered our prayers.
Khunzi is
Khunzi
enough,
is like
thank
it's
you.
enough. Thank you. We've got enough kids.
That's literally my cousins. Those are my
They
cousins.
actually know someone's name was Punch, and his brother's name is Uppercut.
He's a comedian.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is his brother's name Uppercut or is it just jokes you're
But you see, I appreciate creative names these days, right? Because if we're being honest, there's names that don't, like culturally, there's names that don't work anymore. There's names that are outdated. Bo Gertrude.
Yes.
Ruth.
Libo Gilda.
Gilda.
Ruth.
Agatha.
Dulcie.
Agatha.
Hey, you can't name your child
I
Agatha.
love the name Agatha though.
Auntie
It has
Hag.
Knowledge tunes.
Agatha.
Do you know what my
Agatha.
grandmother's name is actually? And this is a
Jokobina.
This is my my heritage. My grandmother's name is Biggie.
Yes, Biggie.
Okay,
Yo, that's-
PNC. I love it when you call me Big Mama.
Mara ke ya go bolela no because
Because sky is the limit and you know just keep on, oh, just keep on pressing on. She's watching.
Who Puffy?
And then they're going down.
That's so wild because like that means like our grandmothers probably had like because my grandmother's name was like Nelly. That was her name.
Did she wear plaster?
No, she didn't.
I'm telling you, Biggie Smalls was named after my grandmother.
Yo, I can't tell you guys my grandmother's
Tell
name.
me your grandmother's name.
I'm not gonna hear the end of it.
Just do it.
Let's do it.
Bushi.
Yes. Nelly Busmana. Bushy girl. Oh, bushy girl.
What's she colored?
That's what I asked.
Your grandmother's name was inappropriate.
A racial slur.
Culturally.
Bushi.
Your grandmother has a cancer name. Every time they ask her what's your name, she's like, yo. I was named a long time ago.
You must preface it with an explanation.
It's Bushy.
Oh man.
It's fine.
No, it's okay. You know what?
And I eat her favorite
You're
chocolate.
part of a good
in
lineage.
her remembrance.
Wow.
No, eat it like, you know.
Since
Ah,
yesterday was
serial killer, whether?
No.
Sure.
Say what is on your... Say it.
No.
Get it off your chest. It's early, but get it off your chest.
He wanted that one.
Oh,
Yeah, I wanted that one.
Ish.
I wanted that one. No, it's fine. I've got my own.
Isn't
Why
your
you got it?
isn't
Where's
your
my
favorite?
I've got my own.
Oh, I don't know. I wanted to.
Do you want
no,
some?
let me tell you, ghosts don't get this kinds of stuff.
No, I'm gonna
I
give
can
you
describe
Shanghai.
the taste for you, my
I just
brother.
want to
No, let me describe.
just continue with the
I
podcast.
don't want you to
Did
miss
you
out.
guys know that South Africa?
No, wait, Bona, I want you to feel, to know how.
Why do you want me to feel?
Good in the beginning, no? You feel a sensation of sweetness, you know, and chocolatey sensation.
It's a culmination of coca and milk.
Coca.
Sandra, this is not the Cadbury, you know. When are you used to the unwrapping? No.
All right, guys. Tabiso wants to say something.
Taps?
No, it's a little catching up on the things you guys were arguing about. Firstly, heritage. It's described similarly to what Titi was saying from sahistory.org. It can be considered to be made up of practices and traditions that are passed on from parents to children, but it also has to do with what has been passed on from family, community, and places where people have been raised.
You were right.
So, for
Yes.
example, heritage can include a family's professional history, religious affiliation, or cultural traditions.
That's dope.
So you can, your heritage as a South African, you can also claim heritage as an African. You know, so it's not one whole thing. You can be born in South African, but your heritage
could be
as
from
you
But
have
that
heritage
makes
as an
sense.
African.
That makes sense. Like he's saying, the one point that like the work in your family can become your heritage.
Yes.
Like a
The
lot of
traditions your
a
family
lot of
has.
us could have only become this because of our parents becoming whatever they became.
Yes.
Like you come from
Yes.
a family of teachers. I don't know what your parents did. It seems like they were hustlers.
Being an orphan is tough. Because you can't even call your parents.
Aski is off.
No, Khosha, they hustled. A job.
Yeah, I was raised by beverage and retail.
Okay.
What kind of bev?
What's this? Soft drinks.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was raised by soft drinks, and I was raised by retail. My mom used to work at Jet.
Okay.
My grandmother worked at Dance. My grandfather had a driving school. So like that's why I got to learn us,
Fast,
very
yeah.
At the
fast.
age of 12.
No, my parents worked in carpeting and tiling industry.
No ways.
Yeah.
My grandfather was
And
a master
flooring.
tiler.
Really?
Shopper.
Sure. Yeah, so
Make
they
me
come from
sweat.
Alal.
Make me water.
Wow.
Make me lose my breath.
What a heck.
Yeah, like your parents were really Muslim, eh?
They worked with Muslim people. Like they were inside. Yeah, Persian carpets, the tiles, the taps. Bona, there was nothing in our house that was not shiny. Okay?
My grandfather was a hustler. Hustler.
What did your grandfather do?
Everything.
And anything.
My grandfather once got his friend out of jail by pretending to be a lawyer. He came with a briefcase that had nothing.
Thabo Bester.
Yeah.
He just opened it and closed it. Got his bra.
I'm here to see my client. But it's weird. Have you seen how people get so scared around performative authority?
Yes.
You don't have to have. You don't have to be like the best.
The real deal.
You just go there and say, "Good morning. How are you?" Everyone's like walking with confidence. Like even clubs. Like clubs sometimes I just walk in not because like anyone knows me, but because I have the confidence.
Yes.
Of just walking in there.
Yes.
Then you walk sometimes with people like Isaac. You know.
Who are going to
be
shake? Oh my God.
Don't
Are you
ask
standing at the
questions.
gate? Titi, should I go eat?
Titi, am I with you? Again,
Then
man.
you see the bouncer say, "Who's Titi?"
Now you're both out of the club.
And he's trying to use you as the thing. No, we are with Titi. 1, 2, 3. He's counting all of us. Some of us already 10 left. Oh, you can't count me, man.
I'm inside.
No, dog.
Yes.
No, but to Tabiso's other point about cultural practices, right? If I look at like community and where you're raised, I was raised with and I know it's in Islam, it's also where we slaughter. You know, there's a certain way that we communicate with our ancestors. I was raised that we slaughter. This is how we communicate. You dig a hole, you let the blood spill here, you put snave, nyoko. There's all these cultural practices, right? But I worry about like the coming generations because I've seen how my daughter and my nieces and nephews react around that kind of stuff. You know, because we were raised in you don't really question, you don't really ask, you do as you're told. You know, we only started understanding the religious practices or the cultural practices as we grew up. But at the time, when we were kids, we just did it. If you were told to hold a leg of a lamb, you hold it while your uncle slaughters. Then all of a sudden, you're the man of the house, you're the one slaughtering. But when I see how they react, like, because I remember the first time we were the slaughtering around Imani where she could speak, when she saw the sheep, she fell in love. She gave the sheep a name. She kept asking her, has anyone fed Fluffy?
Fluffy?
Then she walked in on us laughing, Fluffy. Fluffy now!
Fluff.
And as time went by...
Man, have you ever seen how a sheep looks before it's about to die?
It knows.
It knows.
It knows.
It's going.
And that's why you must speak to it. Like my grand would always speak to it. And because you must understand that sheep it's a DM. It's our mess.
And
We are
if it
sending a
doesn't get there
DM.
properly?
Yeah, they must get there properly with correct spelling.
Please.
It mustn't come there with exclamation marks.
Screaming.
Yeah,
No, it must
be
come in gentle. Gentle magic.
to whom it may concern.
Please arrive here.
There's nothing gentle about that process. You know,
No,
when the
it-
sheep starts realizing what's going on.
Even a chicken.
I'm a fish. Man, you.
But then you must give it lots of hugs, bro. Before you
Yeah,
slaughter,
you
you give it hugs like you
That's
know.
why halal
you
meat
do
is so
hugs.
nice.
Get me.
Hugs,
It's tender. Because we
And
say,
then-
don't worry.
Then the last
You'll be
hug,
okay. I'm gonna cut your neck. I'm gonna go see your father. I'm gonna eat you. We love you. But you have to die today. Whap!
True. You know, my grandfather used to make us kill 10 chickens
At one go.
in a row.
Oh my
The
gosh.
8th chicken, you could see it knows what's about to happen. Right
All
now.
my friends are dying.
It's like, whoa, it's not even papakering. It's just like, take me now.
Silence.
But I've never been a slaughterer, like in terms of like for culture. I only slaughter for eats.
For
food.
To eat.
Oh, because you're a farmer.
Yeah, okay, now I slaughter for food, right? But back then, we used to slaughter, like, we would slaughter like 10 chickens every 2 months. Like, in a row, we slaughtered 10 chickens, and then my grandfather had a hawk.
But is that your cultural practice? So
It's not my cultural practice.
because we slaughter for a reason. So we slaughter if we're doing like Msebetsi wa Ditebogo, which is Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
We slaughter when there's a funeral. We slaughter when there's a wedding. You know, there's
Occasions.
yeah.
How many times do you slaughter?
Whenever we gather, someone must go. I mean,
Shucks.
something, not something. We call them somebodies.
Give me something.
Give me somebody.
Hey, go Pops, get Illuminati.
Illuminati. Blood legacy.
Yeah, because even like recently with my uncle's wedding, I slaughtered 4 sheep, dog. Yeah, we slaughtered
one
when we
day?
were starting. We slaughtered another one. It was quite sad. The other one we had to slaughter in front of the other one. So it's so. Then my aunt's family brought another sheep. So when they bring the sheep, we must slaughter that one as well. The one they give us.
The gift.
Because we also slaughter one and then cut it in half and give them half and we keep half.
Yo, bro.
So that weekend we slaughtered 4.
Yo, you probably have so many DMs there, the ancestors, they're just leaving you guys on red. No, it's another message from
but they're on request. The 4th one is on a request.
Hi, DM to request.
What cultural practices do you have, Shadri? Yes. When it was Heritage Day at school, what outfit did you come in?
The All-Star.
Came as myself. So my story is basically like my father's from Cape Town, so I've got a lot of Malay traditions.
Yeah, you do look Malay.
Yes, that I follow. Not really follow, but colored people are kind of like weird. A lot has been taken from us, you know. Like if we have to go like strictly by language, like Afrikaans. And I know a lot of people are going to be angry, especially the Hoots. But Afrikaans is literally a colored person's language. Like, we came up with the language.
Chandra, what are you saying?
Yes, we came up with the language. It was basically called, there was a separation. Like, when the white people came here, they spoke Dutch. And any form of a lower Dutch was considered...
Ancestor. This is a living ancestor.
was considered not Dutch, and they were proud of their Europeanness. So basically, colored people tried to understand, like the Bushmen that were slaves to these colonizers, and they came up with a language to kind of like mediate and understand what these Dutch speakers were saying. And that language was Afrikaans, as it was also labeled as Kombuis Dutch, is what they used to call it. Oh, it's Kombuis Dutch. Don't come close to me. And then a white person just took the language and classified themselves as Afrikaners and then wrote a dictionary. And then all of a sudden it was this white language that has been given from God to these Afrikaners, and they are the Afrikaners. And then they went on a groot trek.
Meanwhile,
And then we were walking already from Cape Town. We've been trekking. And then
That's so crazy, bro.
Because it's literally what happened. That's why there are more brown Afrikaans speakers than there would ever be.
I thought we were forced, all of us.
And you can correct me if I'm wrong, Tabiso, but apparently Afrikaans is the #1 spoken language in the country.
Yes, like
that is crazy.
It's being spoken and it's spoken a lot.
most of our grandparents can probably know how to speak more Afrikaans than
Yes, my granddad was like Georgie Zamdela. So that era of just before our mothers, they were the
But
ones.
articulation, this is manja.
Yeah.
No, like twanging and those things. It's now things.
yeah.
Like that's why like singing a black guy who speaks English, professional, sophistication and Americation and all this kind of nation. It's a new thing.
And you must remember, it's psychology, right? In order to bring people together, they must have something they believe in and a common language that they speak. So it was strategic to take it and make it their own in order to separate
And identify
and
as a people.
identify yourself as your own people. And yeah, we were just basically the casualty of that.
Can I ask you guys like a provocative question?
Ask us.
Why do we always back up? Why do we always back up? When somebody
when
takes
you
ownership
concede.
of something, we back up. And we've been backing up for years.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
When Magoda to Levin says,
Alala.
"Can I have your phone?" You say, but Magoda, I'm using it. Then you are what you gonna do?
Gonna give.
You're gonna give.
And they had more
You're
than
gonna
just
give.
for us. They said, you wanna hang?
Manamara, to the point where they say, your name is Nelson. My name is Rolita. My name is Rolita. Nelson Mandela. Nelson Mandela. Nelson Mandela.
His accent was like that because of the shock.
Where was I born? I was born in Cook. When was I born? 1945. I was born in 1945. When should I die?
When should I? When is it
You can't
time
join
to
this
go?
year. There's a World Cup next year. Okay.
I will stay alive.
I will stay alive. We need a new face for the money. Okay. I'm a 10 rand now. I'm a 10 rand.
I cannot.
What else do you want to be? There's a square in Santin. We need you. Okay, Mandela Square.
And they
I'm
put
from
him there.
Mandela Square.
It's crazy that everything is named Nelson and not his first name.
Imagine typing Rolita square into Waze.
Nelson Mandela.
Waze only has this much space.
But that's who he is, bro. We don't complain when we go to Mali and we see.
Imagine going to Rolita in university.
All you do is smoke weed.
Yeah, roller in sash. Roller in sash.
No, bruh.
I can't.
Yo.
Man, we always back down, man. I guess
it's not that we and that's another thing. Like we there's always those people who like it was a running joke back in the day saying all the people who benefited from apartheid, the ones who didn't would ask their parents, what were you doing during apartheid? Bruh, it's hard. It's hard. Sometimes it's hard to stand up for something when you are bulldozed. So there's certain things that were taken. There's a story of back in the day where the trekkers were trekking along, and then they were watching this tribe of people. And basically what this tribe would do, they had found a shrine where, sometimes a mine, the minerals come out a little bit. So there'll be a little bit of gold that pops out to show you, hey, if you dig deeper, there's something here. So what this tribe would do is that was their holy place. They would go there and pray and whatnot or whatever. So these trekkers watched and noticed that these guys, there's a place they go to and they praise and they worship and then they followed them, and then they ended up sort of rerouting them to say, look, we're going to create a better thing for you guys to go and pray. And then they went in and they started mining there. So sometimes you also sometimes you're being misdirected because someone knows what they're going to benefit from this thing. And sometimes they try to get you off the easy way. And if you don't correspond, they do it the hard way. But don't forget, Shaka finished the first people who came. And then they were like, send more.
They wrote
And
letters,
today,
bro.
yeah, they wrote
And
letters.
that
And
time
you know how long they
bro,
took?
Shaka was eating. I guess they didn't know what a year is. Shaka was celebrating every 2 weeks. Nakumbula last year bafikile la. Anyeke basabuya la. Bum 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 bum.
I
No, Shaka defeated them. Hey, like that was the only
them.
way,
boss,
bro.
A boss with no guns.
And the way they wrote history now, it's like even when you read those books, I think they must have changed them recently.
Definitely.
But when I was in just entering high school, I remember used to reading, and they would make the Zulu people like the villains.
Yes.
Yes.
Like you would feel as you're reading, you can be like, yo, who wrote this? Because
You know what?
When you tell stories about yourself, who's always the hero in the story?
You're yourself.
Exactly.
Then our heritage is always being bombarded and put to the past.
Why don't you have Tswana's superheroes?
Why
don't you have
Mpama Man?
Mpama Man.
Mpama
That's
Man.
exactly what they did. When that book, you know, when the book starts about Shaka, they literally take it to a place where, like, yo, this man was a menace. And he was attacking everyone, and he had to be stopped. And guess who came on the coast?
The white
Your
savior.
white hero
From
Europe. Here to save Africa, the southern
As
tip
if
of
we
Africa,
need it.
from this devastation.
They need us to survive here. You think you're gonna roam around with a bloody cat in your... You think you're gonna do that and you're gonna pet a lion? Hi, Kitty. No, Kitty. This is Africa. You see a lion, you stand still. Then it's not a house cat.
And our lion,
you know how they like to touch everything. Stop, Matthew. Stop touching the cat.
Bro,
What is your heritage?
What is white heritage? Wait,
Matthew, come get a mic.
Just repeat.
Come get a mic.
Yeah, come get a mic.
Talk to us about white heritage. And you know, in the Lion King, none of them were Africans.
You get...
None of the animals were African.
Yeah, they were white.
Rafiki.
Rafiki was from Jamaica.
Banana. Somebody died.
He's alive.
It was the same guy that played Sebastian from Arian.
Yes.
Under the sea.
Yes.
It was the same guy.
Yes.
That's crazy. And why do we always get those roles? Why do we always get the donkey, the crabs? Why are we the crabs?
That's how they view us.
Oh, Ichi. Matthew?
You guys need a chill.
Oh, you're telling us what to do, Matthew.
Again. It's 2024, Matthew.
I'm saying it's hard for white South Africans to actually like participate in Heritage Day.
Why?
Okay, so
tell us.
So we can't participate in being South African. So we can't wear traditional dress and stuff like that.
You can wear khaki pants.
No, it's not the same.
Okay.
That's also not
yeah.
classifying certain people
Oh,
in
that's
the group. And,
Afrikaans.
you know what I mean?
That's Afrikaans, yes.
So it's difficult for like myself to say I am South African, even though I am a South African. I was born just before apartheid ended. I was schooled here. I've always lived here. I'm South African. Okay,
Yeah,
and
you
so
are.
were my parents, and so were their parents. You know, so it's hard for us to also.
So
ground ourselves.
what did you wear on Heritage Day? And what do you wear? Today you are wearing Country Road. Is that your...
I can't go and wear something because either I'm taking it too far or
appropriating,
or you know what I mean. So these are also the things that we are constantly thinking about.
But just from us, Matthew, just from us, I want you to know, as your fellow countrymen, we take it as a compliment if we see you put in an effort. Like, so on Cultural Day, if we see you in a beige shoe and a whatnot, we take it as a compliment. We don't see it as misappropriation,
Yeah, but that's just you. You know?
I know,
So
but
I'm saying
also
in broader terms.
Think about how we also react as a people when we hear white people speak vernac. We melt because it says you have taken the time to learn about us, right? Because sometimes through history we kind of felt like it wasn't reciprocated. You know, the fact that you came back speaking French from France the other day, it hurt me, Matthew. Because you've never said, hey, utsamaya khantle Shaka when
But
we
I
live
also
here.
feel like it's I think a lot of people feel like it's a responsibility. If you're living in a country where people have 11 official languages, there's so many to pick from that you could choose just one vernacular language to communicate in, because all we do is speak English.
But also, this country has, sorry to say but.
No.
This country, I don't know what the specific statistics are, right? But it's more than 80% black. That I can guarantee.
No, I think it's more.
More than, yeah,
More
like
than-
I'm saying, it's more than 80% black.
Like our friends.
Yeah, and less than 10% white.
It's about 10%.
Or any other, let's say
Any
10%
other race.
any other race, right? Meaning the language of this country is definitely not English, right? The understanding of this country is definitely not English. The people that you're interacting with are definitely not all
English.
whatever language you speak. So it's very weird when you meet somebody like that and all their friends are from one culture, because that means that you have actively curated your life in a way that utilizes other cultures that are more other majority in a way that suits your way of being
or living
in a linear type of way. Because I think that we, especially us, because we can't access a lot of what our parents have been doing or our grandparents, right?
Yeah.
So we have created a culture that also encompasses all of us.
Yes, and I think that's where we need to head.
Like,
as a country, and I love the fact that we've been having these moments where we win as a country, especially with the rugby.
Yes.
I love the fact no.
Yeah,
You know what those moments have shown is that we have a South Africanness.
Yes.
We all come from different, but when we are united in happiness, like I won't lie, when we won the Rugby World Cup and to see how we were all behaving when we were rugby tackling police cars and what, it was just like, that's us.
That is us.
There's certain things we do as South Africans where we go,
It's
I
only
know
South
there's
African.
Pedis and whites and Xhosas and what, but there are certain things that we do where we go, that's South African.
you know what's my favorite South African heritage moment like that, nah? 2010.
Yeah.
When Chabalala scored that goal.
Yeah.
Because soccer is not, like soccer is for, like 2010 was for everyone. There was no, hey, this thing is for you, bro. You saw black people, white people, all types of people wearing like black leopards, you know. Everyone was wearing that Bafana t-shirt that's worn by phone thieves today. That 2010 one.
That ad was so beautiful as well, just encouraging us to buy those shirts, because there were ads where, like,
Unity.
when someone had an Argentina shirt on and that boy is chilling there, and then I think like a soccer player came to him and says, hey, Wena, can you speak? Just and then he gave him the Bafana shirt, and it made such a beautiful moment, and we all felt connected.
Bro, when Chabalala scored that, I remember as soon as that goal like went in, bro, you could see, like you felt bigger than, it felt bigger than you being petty. It felt bigger than your race.
Yes.
It felt like this is the most South African thing ever. Like people were just kissing one another. Like, yes.
There was joy.
There was joy.
There was
And then
just pure
Mexico
joy.
equalized, and then yo.
People did this after Mexico equalized.
I knew it. The kiss was wrong, man. Service delivered.
They had a lot to get off their chest after that.
They need to offload.
Yeah, they needed
Suddenly
to
your
offload.
chest was heavy.
Wow.
Like mine is now.
Let's
You
get
had
it
a
off your
lot.
chest.
Get it off.
Why is it always me with the heavy chest? Don't you have a heavy chest?
No.
Before we go
Get
to
your mind.
Before we go to get it off your chest, I just want to tell you guys like a fact. Did you know that South Africa was once like Heritage Day was officially known as Shaka's Day?
So we have Heritage
really?
Day thanks to Shaka.
Yes, it's
Wow,
basically
thanks,
it was a
Shaka.
Shaka Day. It was commemorate the day he died.
He died on Heritage Day.
Yes.
On a public holiday.
No, man.
You're
became-
oh my
Because he
gosh,
died,
my
it became
gosh.
a public holiday.
Oh,
On
My
the-
God.
And there was no public holidays during Shaka's day. You fought every day. Siyabulala namhlanje. Yay!
As Matthew would say, it wasn't a public holiday for you.
You.
no.
Is that what he says to Baxter?
No.
So guys, you guys yeah, they are. That's there.
Heritage Day should be a day where we only celebrate people with heritage. If you don't consider yourself heritage wise, you shouldn't celebrate. You should go
I just
to
have a
work.
question, like just a random question. Do you think our help us.
Which ones?
Which ones?
Who are not from here.
Okay.
Are allowed to celebrate certain holidays.
Yes.
Yes.
You're at
So
work.
June 16?
Okay, Workers' Day.
Yeah, it's weird because we can't celebrate their day now. It's like it's Robert Mugabe Day. We're like,
Have you done your 67 minutes for Robert?
Yo, Robert is 2 years. Robert is 2 years.
67.
67. Robert, you must do 2 years of military training.
Only one.
like this year is for Robert.
I have made my oppressor happy.
Welcome to the second year of Robert.
But also, you need to celebrate Robert Mugabe. Robert Mugabe is a big figure in African independence, especially thought process wise.
Yes. He was brave enough to. But again, no, he was brave enough to do the thing you said. Why don't we?
Yeah.
And then look what they did to him.
Yes.
Sometimes you must just toe the line. I've said this and I'll say it again. We're hostages.
Who's our keeper?
But that's
Oh.
people's dream, bruh. Like there's no way. Like if you look at history, especially South African history, there's no way apartheid ended like without a bloodbath. Like it shouldn't have ended. But because we had a man there that literally
He was a saint. He's the only president to be considered a saint.
I can talk to everybody.
I mean,
Don't worry.
I'll talk to them. Let's make Limpopo. I'll start from Limpopo. I'll take a long walk.
And when I talk to them in Limpopo, I won't faint. What?
And then when I'm done doing this, put me on the money. I will accompany a 50 rand.
Because they had they were really like pioneers because they literally told themselves like, you know what, maybe this thing happened and it's not the people, it's the system. And that's what they did. They put the system on trial instead of putting those people on trial and having people admit what they look. It doesn't take away the pain. It doesn't take away the hurt. I mean, people are still suffering till today. Like people can remember their sons and daughters that went missing. This is not 100 years ago. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like people still have that experience. They still remember. They've got photos and memories of their children that are not with us today because of that. And for those guys to stand up and be like, you know what?
And
I don't want to,
bites from Alsatians.
and bites from Alsatians. Just to be like, you know what? We're not going to do this. Let's try and start a future for this country, not of blood again, but just of forgiveness.
In other words,
looking forward.
In other words, Senzenina. Senzenina.
Sanzanana.
Senzenina.
Yeah.
Senzenina. Senzenina.
Yeah.
Senzenina.
I love it when someone used to come talk during the... The year was 1976. I was on the way to buy a lustro. Next thing, there I am being carried.
Mola Hector. You know they say there's people.
My father was a kitchen girl. My mother was a garden boy.
There were people running behind the Hector after they got shot. I remember. They just wanted to see who got shot. Come on,
It wasn't the struggle. They want to see.
And we're saying, what if Hector was fine with speaking Afrikaans? His name was Hector Peterson.
Yes.
But that was the
bullet got the wrong guy. I'm sure when he got shot, he was, but that's
And the bullet was Kinyaka.
Hi guys. It's well documented that man was involved.
I got the wrong one.
Who is this?
Started hearing police dogs.
No, guys.
Barking at the one it was wanting. Get him the dogs, get him.
Wrong guy.
Yo. Coming with effort to his table.
But to your point about just to wrap, to your point about the system being wrong, right? Dave Chappelle once spoke about a black guy who won his freedom in America during the slave era, and he said when that guy won his freedom, he then went and bought a plantation or a farm or whatever. And then he got black slaves as well. So he was black and he had black slaves. And it's not that he hated black people. He was just doing what the system was. So to be an accomplished businessman at the time, you owned a thing, you had to have slaves. And I think when we look at because you were talking about the traumas and us changing that status quo moving forward.
Yes.
But if you look at a lot of things that happen and why our development since we got our democracy has been slow, has been because that also kind of happened to us. And sometimes people that were placed in positions of power would then abuse that power. So a lot of us think if we just get this right, we can change everything. But there's a lot more to change than just winning that thing of apartheid ended. Mandela said it's over. Now everything is going to change. I think it's a thing of unlearning certain things that have happened to you, to our culture, to each group over the years. Forgiving, dealing with that trauma, and then forging new ways where, okay, yes, I'm like this culturally, but how do I mix with a Farida who's like this? How do I mix with a Tsitsi? How do I create a PNC for the whole nation?
Yes.
You know what I mean? There's everything in this room here. There's everything. We've got Pedi, we've got Muslim Tswana, we've got Sotho Tswana, we've got English vendor, we've got Tabiso Konje Swati. Oh, tiki-tiki. In Chandre, you are Cape Malay colored. Oscar, Shanghai, baby, Sotho, Sibu. Yo, okay, and Kosa, yay, Njabulo. Zulu, Bester. Muvenda from Zim. How did you get there?
Borders were made by white people.
Yeah.
There's vendors in Zim.
There's vendors everywhere.
Yo. Mutsatsarape.
But there's vendors everywhere. How? Not Poland.
Spulan.
Spulayo.
Spulana, that's a dialect of Pedi.
Yes.
Oh.
Matthew, you are?
Yeah. Okay. Ebenezer is that as well.
Lebanese. Okay, that's white with flavor. Swati.
Pedi. Yes.
Are you gonna say yes to any petty person here?
Yes.
Yeah, we've got everything in here.
He's shouting out his own clan here. Every time someone is petty. Yes!
Yeah.
So I'm wrong.
No, you're not wrong. Celebrate your culture. When
Celebrate your culture.
But let's celebrate also this culture, this new culture that we're creating. We're not going to be a bunch of Benjamins and squealers here. We are going to talk. You know, in Animal Farm, the most catastrophic character was that donkey. The cynical donkey.
Ho was short for horse.
Donkey, the cynical donkey who saw everything and understood everything, but chose to do nothing. Which is what we're sitting with. We're sitting with a bunch of people that would rather not have the conversation and be accepted in society as they are, because you don't want to think we're going to live like this segment with everything on our chests.
Off
yes. And now we need to get that stuff off our chest so we know what's on the floor, so we work with the floor. It's no longer about our chest because it's not personal anymore.
Depersonalize.
And with that said, let's get it off our chest.
Yes!
Get it off your chest.
Why
If
didn't
it's
see that?
suppressed.
Are you that one person that's always missing out on the latest trends and viral videos because data is too expensive? Vodacom and YouTube have partnered to help you stay connected and stream all your favorite content for less. Buy the prepaid LTE 10GB bundle for 99 Rand and get free 5GB YouTube data so you can vibe with your faves on YouTube with Vodacom. Further together.
This is the best podcast. PNC. Let me share with Angie. Angie.
Yes, Mr. Press.
Honor, Angie, you know what? I am vibing with my faves.
Okay.
And you are my favorite. So let's vibe together. Honor, I want you to see this thing. It's called Get It Off Your Chest.
Okay, but Mr. Press, I can't sit here. You know I'm running the country and you're watching your favorite show, so I can't stay.
Angie, man, leave the country. Let's do this thing, man.
No, Press, I'm going to get into trouble.
No, if you get into trouble, just get it off your chest. You can also call anonymously and report me.
Oh.
Angie, you're too slow. Come on, let's watch this thing. Yeah. Press.
Oh.
It's my data, you know.
Oh.
Yes.
It's not state funds.
Oh, wow, this thing is very cheap. You know, with Vodacom Power Connect, you get 10 gigabytes for 99 rand, and they give you 5 gigs for YouTube data.
Oh.
I can run the country with this data, I'm telling you.
Now I stopped watching this show because there's no more popcorn, so it's a bit tricky for me.
Angie, you are killing my vibe. Go run the country, right? Please close the door.
Get it off your chest, lay it to rest. Get it off your chest, we can help you the best. Get it off your chest. You don't have to guess. Here on PNC, we're on the quest to help you relieve that stress.
Get it off your chest.
Let's get
I'd
it
like to
done.
salute the whole PNC gang, everyone behind the cameras and in front of the cameras. Shout out to Makoda to 11, Ibari Ngatandegi, Clever Ngatabegi Mfana, Mpopops, the Tsona man with a laugh, Titi Chumia, the voice of a nation, Fere Firefly, beauty amongst all, yay, and my boy behind the camera, Exinio, and the blow fan on Sayemen, Yabo, So what I want to get off my chest.
I don't want to say it's not, man. What I want to get off my chest, I'm like 20. Every time I open my phone or look outside, it feels like I'm supposed to be on my 5th house, 6th divorce, 18th car, and 16th child. Because like everyone my age, like when I pull a phone and you see someone like buying their mom's a mansion, buying their mom a car, that time like broke, like dead broke. So like it's like, I don't know, even working feels like I'm not doing enough. So I don't know how you guys will go about dealing with that situation. So I just wanted to ask advice on that side. Yeah, well.
My brother, use what you have. You have a kidnapper's voice. Kidnapper boy. Demand ransoms. And then collect as you. Sorry about that.
His voice
You'll get good reviews. You got scared. I thought Papa Putsi was coming to haunt seats. I want to treat on it.
Shem, that one though. Shem, you killed it. You killed it.
But I think, there was a product. There was 5 voices in
He
that.
even went.
I thought the voice note changed. I was like, don't play the voice notes back to back.
No, man, but ultimately he was asking, like, he was talking about pressure from society because you were saying, how do you survive as a broke person watching all these things happening around you, right? And again, it goes back to, guys, social media is such a crazy place, bro. Like, you open social media and it makes you feel like this is what you should be doing. This is where you should be living. I'll tell you, it's like when you have money and you walk into the grocery store and you don't feel like much. You're just like, you just take what you want. But when you're broke and you walk into a grocery store, everything looks you know what I mean? And I think that's what happens with social media as well, is that social media gives you this idea that people are doing well, people are successful, people are well-dressed, people are eating food that comes flambéed. Me, I'm broke. Right? So it's this portal to what the world could be, and you start adding things, people are living like this. You don't realize this influencer was there for the day. They were just doing a photo shoot. Or what is they promoting a friend's company who sells houses. That person didn't actually buy a house. Right now, there's a bunch of influencers who like posting, bought a new car, but it's actually the dealership's car. You know, now it's putting people under. But now it's putting people under pressure Because people are now, they're going, ay, this person is driving this car, this person is driving this car. So my brother, focus on your own lane, bro.
I always
Stop looking at other people's plates. Focus on yours.
You know what I always say, ne? I always do that thing where I'm like, when I'm on social media, I'm always like, I'm on social media.
Yes,
Social
remind
media
yourself.
is not on me.
Also,
do you know, that's what I always think too. When you're swiping and you're just seeing popsies at every corporate, and you're just like, it's not my time yet.
Yeah.
Are we done with the wholesome stuff?
Yes.
Yeah, get in.
My brother, play your part. You are poor. Be a poor person. How are you gonna fix it? You're poor. Be poor.
I also feel like
be a broke friend, bruh. When we call you, you must be available.
Be
You
there.
must listen to our stress.
Be there, be
We
there.
must tell you our stress about work.
Drink your beer slow and then come down with ours.
Yes, you must be the one that tells us to stay at work and be motivated.
Yeah.
Because it happens like when you are becoming the guy that does, you also need that supportive system to carry on what you're doing. Don't live a life that's not yours. You know how liberating it is to live your own life. I drive a Quid, bro.
Yeah, but also remember, ne, you are okay with your situation. We're talking to somebody who's feeling left out. This person's looking at everybody, their age group and a little
FOMO.
younger, doing things that our parents were doing when they were married. You get girls who are 22 who's unveiling a GLC. In what world?
Holding 100,000 rand
In what world?
handbag.
She's got 100,000 rand handbag. It's so unrealistic, and I feel like sometimes we consume too much of it, ne? And then you end up feeling like, oh, okay, so I'm not doing enough. So now you're internalizing a picture, a video, a social media status for the day. Because tomorrow when you go on, that girl's got something else going on. So now you've piled on to the things you can't do, and you're sitting there wondering, well, why? When is it my turn? Titi says, play your part. Understand where you are, so you have dreams to go to, instead of dreaming with what other people have.
Because that handbag might be given back on the spot.
Also, is it hers? And also, how did she get it?
Are you willing to do those things? Are you willing to go into that
We
dimension?
need to be real. Titi, I'm with you. The cheeks are working. Clapping hands. Yay! You with morals, you know you're not going to do that. She's okay. She's cut that out. She's dead at that person about, oh my gosh, my pet. She said, what about them?
Water doesn't touch your skin.
You
It's
get
the oil.
Next voice note, Matthew. Thank you, my brother.
Good day, Cheese Gang. Hello, Pops.
Hello, my love.
Farida, Titi, and the crew.
My friend.
Yeah, hello. Now I have two things that I have to get off my chest. My name is Lerato Faith from Poch, and then currently staying in Mafikeng. So number one that I need to get off my chest is people who watch this new PNC and be like, hey, you guys are insensitive, you guys this and that. Yo, no, guys. I mean, it's not a church service. It's not a church service. You guys can be here all holy, and then you must. You guys must go all out. That's what I think. So I get irritated when people try to fix the whole thing and then by it's all holy and ish, because we are not allowed to say things. And the second one is that Pops, now I'm scared to buy my sneakers go sports scene, because yay, you've been saying a lot about sneakers to go sports scene. So I plug us, where is the right place to buy sneakers?
Yeah, plug us.
Thank you very much.
The best place to buy sneakers is from Makora to 11. It's just the problem, the sizes won't be the same. Katwala 6 kamo, 5 kamo. Now, via so. Utamakarusha patwalat.
Uba sniper's nightmare.
No, the best place, my sister, is from the source. I think the best place to buy sneakers is from the people who make it. So buy Nike from Nike. They deliver it straight to your door. Takes a few weeks, or you can utilize shelf life. It takes 2 days.
Oh,
you can pay express and they can come the next day.
Or you can go to Moria.
Or you can go to Moria.
And
You know, this is the Springbok edition, so I don't know why you guys are doing this to me.
Yeah, they get it at Moria. Why do you think the Springboks are winning?
Why do you think they are flying high?
It's in the
You
name.
think they're flying the flag high?
It's
Spring.
Springboks.
Spring.
Springboks don't drink water. They drink tea.
No sugar.
With 2 drops of
Oh,
oil.
paraffin.
2 drops. All right. I think going back to what the lady had said before she spoke about techies, she spoke about
sensitive people.
Sensitive people. Look, you know, we never come on this podcast with the aim of offending anyone or trying to be controversial. I think the idea, which is sadly what's happened over the years, is that as South Africans, we forget that the thing that has got us here, we're a country that's able to laugh at itself. We got to the point where we got to because South Africans have always known that humor is part of our healing.
Yeah.
We've laughed through our pain over the years with people like Leon Schuster, Stomo. We like to laugh together. It's how we heal, it's how we grow. And I think over time, because we like adapting to Western cultures and practices, we've introduced this cancel culture thing. And now what it's done is it's made people tiptoe around saying certain things, you know?
That are true.
Yeah, that are true. Now we're sitting here not having an honest conversation with you. It's like, no, like let's explore how far we can take an idea. That's the whole idea of comedy.
Yes.
You know, and it's never, if you're doing comedy right, it's never done in such a way that you offend the person. If you want to make fun of someone in comedy, you must do it in such a way that that person finds it funny too.
Or not.
It is not about trying to accommodate anyone.
Comedy is subjective.
It is subjective, but at the end of the day, the aim is to get a laugh and not to take somebody down or hurt somebody or just ridicule someone for the point of ridiculing someone. So we're not out here just doing the devil's work, you know. I know you said it's not a church service, but
Come you are starting. In the advice you're rocking.
Honestly.
In the advice you're rocking. Alright, bro. Me, I'm tired, dog. I'm tired of tiptoeing around certain things that are just like.
If it's funny, and if we did something wrong, help us correct it. That's how we live.
And
that's how we've always lived.
The offensive part. If somebody calls you out and you get it, then only then could you say, are you obligated, I feel, to kind of say, okay, this is where I come from, I was wrong, blah, 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 blah. And to be honest, we don't know why we say some of the stuff we say.
Us?
Why do
I keep well, hey, or us, I'm there. But when I say us, no one wants to come.
I'm here, I'm with you.
Yeah, I don't know why I say some of the stuff I say.
All right, but thank you for that, my sister from Poch, now living in Mafikeng.
Hello. Last week, my brother sent a voice note to you guys. His name was Confidence. My name is Unconfident. They named him Confidence because when he was born, he came out very fast. Yeah, me when I come out very, very slowly. So they named me Unconfident. So since I was a small Onyana child, my parents, they always say confidence is key. And it always used to hit my heart. But it's fine. Story for another day. But anyway, I'm calling from prison. Yeah? And I'm done. We are enjoying here. We are enjoying here. And yeah, I want to get something off my chest also. My neighbor, he was a midget, those small Onyana people. And his dog was chasing him around his house. And it ate him, Dada. And I got arrested because I didn't call the police. It's not my pal. I didn't have airtime. What must I do now? What can I do? How can I do? How are you? Where are you? Anyway, they arrest me, chief. Because also in my country, when a dog it eats a person, then we must also eat the dog. So the police, they arrested me when they find me cooking the dog.
Was the guy still inside when you were cooking the dog?
That's my story. I just wanted to get that off my chest. I don't feel I belong here, but it's fine. We are enjoying it here, Mdara.
My brother, this man's confidence was up and down,
Because his name is Unconfident. He wants to be confident, but he can't.
He can't.
He came in strong.
And then
all of a
died.
sudden he died. And he's like, you know what? I'll be...
His parents were right.
Then he says he doesn't belong.
Yo, Cheese Gang, can we refrain from like smoking weed before sending voice notes, man?
That guy just admitted to a crime.
Yeah.
Of cannibalism. Konje, what is it against animals? He admitted to animal cruelty into cannibalism. Because he ate the dog that ate the person.
The smallanyana person.
The smallanyana person.
If you're calling them small.
You see.
After we spoke about what he spoke about,
Exactly.
and he used the M word.
That's the offensive stuff.
Yes.
Not to read.
Oh, you can't
Yo, I'm shook.
You cannot call people
Smallanyana.
smallanyana person.
He said the dog ate him. How long did this happen? In half an hour. I felt like this was too quick.
And what dog was this?
What dog was this?
Yeah.
He ate, and then he was like, I'm gonna eat that dog.
Yeah, after.
There's a little person in here. Let me eat them too.
It was like a lucky bucket.
It was like finding sherbet in a...
Another round! Another round!
Man. Ashtona.
While he was slicing, hey! Is that a femur?
That brew is a Neanderthal. That man is true heritage, that brew.
That man is that guy like a Nutella.
Next voice note, please.
How do you flavor a dog?
We don't know how to help you there. Good luck.
I don't have advice for that. If I had, I promise you it would be the only one.
Make a chow mein. Next.
They're eating the dogs. They're eating the dogs.
That one we are definitely editing out.
Yes! Because those are our new owners.
We can't. That one is not going to make this app. No ways. Next.
Hey yo, PNC.
What
shout
up,
out,
yeah?
guys, and shout out to my ex-girlfriend Tessia. She watches you guys from Asia. Can unplug it into
From
the show.
Asia, that's why we have to.
What do I want to get off my chest? I think I'm at a point where I just want to quit my job because I've seen what it's a fallacy. Hey, when you work for the government, you secured, because I've seen guys who have taught me in high school and the state that they're in. My former teachers is not so good, so I'm scared that I'll end up like that one day as well. So I'm planning to quit my job, guys, and start something else that's gonna sustain me for life, not till 55 or 65, you know. Yeah. So Diddy working for the government, gig sharp is just a myth.
I have to firmly disagree with you, my brother. Some of the richest people in this country are government officials. But I think
some of them are just consultants, but they have millions.
No, but here's what I want to say. I was raised by a government worker who's still a government worker today. So I think any opportunity that you have, it's about what you make of it. And you get a work during the work. So right now you are working towards something and you're learning different things there. You're learning discipline, you're learning how to wake up on time, how to be accountable for certain things. You're learning skills which you can then apply to whatever business or anything you want to venture into. But don't knock government positions. You know, we cannot survive and thrive in this country of ours without those people. COVID hit all of us here. Who were we relying on? Government workers. We were relying on our essential staff, on our soldiers, even though there was only one unit sent out to Alexander, but they had to drive around and make it seem like there were many. But we rely on our essential workers. So don't knock government workers. If you want to make something of yourself, do it without having to knock the other person down. And you can make anything of yourself from any position. You know what I love about our podcast, and a lot of people don't do this? I love the fact that we are able to advertise ourselves. You know what I mean? I think you need to be intentional about putting stuff out there.
We are like DSTV.
Yeah.
Imagine DSTV.
Imagine, because DSTV has this ability to advertise itself
About themselves.
inside of themselves.
You know who's the target market for that? It's people who don't have DSTV that visit people with DSTV.
So what if we had an ad that's inside PNC so that people who don't watch PNC can watch PNC?
How are you going to do that?
Like this.
Here at PNC, we advertise our podcast to our viewers just like DSTV.
Because I had to bury my uncle upside down.
Top class comments like.
You can be alongside all of us. You're coming with
Alongside.
Alongside. For Rita, Ferrofizi, in the Hizi, for Shizi.
Period.
Aish. Okay, you didn't have to tell us what time of the month it is.
We have news.
It seems for the first time ever, Bolt drivers were taken for a ride.
We have live therapy sessions.
Get it off your chest. Lay it to rest.
PNC squad.
Yo.
Yes, girl.
This accent that Florida does, it's just tops. It can make any foreigner just fall for you.
We have skits. It's the skits, my dog.
We eating food in here. Check out 60 delivers in here. Mdara.
Maskandi Love, a serious movie about love.
But when usigebeng awuzange ezulwini, instead but umpedi.
We have white actors. White people.
My father! This is my father! My father was I'm dead!
Cancelable moments.
We say bad stuff, wanna be cancelled today! So Miss is okay!
We have Tsitsi moments.
You know what I don't get? People who have recorded 70
Literally.
episodes.
And their
From
phones.
Popcorn and Cheese to PNC skits to PNC.
And
Their phones are still on.
It's not even like the ringtone
During
that
the
comes
shoot.
with the phone.
And it's the same person that calls them. So they know that that person is going to call them. At the same time every day.
You look like a sinner.
A heathen.
Casper Nyovest will not hang out with you. Why do I keep saying all this stuff?
It's even rubbing off on Farida.
Get in there!
Yeah, go.
Open those shoes!
We have legendary commenters like D-Dope, La Vida Loca, Gift _Real G, I'm Jason, Tito Ngubeni, Boy Tumelo, Auskoki, and Heather Mbambeni. Tito, please stay out of Boy Tumelo's DMs. Catch PNC every Wednesday at 3 p.m. on the PNC Show. Only here on PNC, where you watch PNC.
You guys!
I want to watch that.
I say I do. It looks fun there.
Yeah, no, it looks fun. Sure, I want to watch that.
I think before we wrap up, quick couple announcements. On the 30th of November, we're at the ICC in Cape Town, pop-ups live. Get your tickets. They're available at Ticket Pro ZA. And, hey, bruh, one thing I forgot to mention it last week.
Oh, yes.
I've been nominated for SAFTA under the category of Best Presenter.
Yeah. Come on now.
For Masked Singer Season 1. Thank you.
Yeah.
And the Masked Singer has also been selected for Asama under the category of Best International Format. So, yeah.
I'm involved.
Oh,
Yeah.
No.
He's a writer on the Masked Singer. Yeah.
Okay.
So, let's celebrate.
Well done.
Yeah. So you are sitting with SAFTA nominees here. You are among
and also
SAFTA nominees.
I've won one already.
Okay.
I'm a humble guy.
Yeah.
Logic, for writing,
Yeah.
No, I'm just a humble guy.
Cheese Gang, I would appreciate your votes.
Please,
we're gonna
guys,
we're gonna put
let's
up
make this brewer win.
Yes,
This
please.
brewer has been working too much.
Too hard.
And one of the hardest working people I know, one of the most talented people I know, and one of the most humble people I know as well. One of the people that I know, a lot of people owe money, so bring it back. And if you
Yes.
can't find him, send it to my account.
Yes.
I'll make sure he gets it.
Kiriboni Mlaudzi, please.
So, but
Give me my money.
But bro, you are our guy. You are in our history. We need to celebrate you. We shouldn't just do it when it's not people that look like us. This is our person. He looks like us. Cheese Gang, Aramu Winisheng, we're all gonna go on that stage, Rafika, except previous
Yes.
employees. But
announcement from us. The comedy night tour is on its way to Gqeberha.
Come on, Jonga
7th
chaps.
on the
Siyayibetha le away.
Yes.
On the 7th of November, 2024, we will be at the Nelson Mandela University Goldfield
Previously known
Auditorium.
as Rolihlahla University.
Previously known. And
we'll be there. Tickets are 50 rand. So if you're a student, get it early. Tickets are selling. So please just get your tickets. All tickets are on gqcomedy.com.
Yes.
.co.za, gqcomedy.co.za. And on the 9th of
on
November.
the 9th, this is for the grown-ups.
For the grown-ups.
Students. For the grown-ups, on the 9th of November, we are also in Gqeberha at the...
This week as well.
The orthopedic. Athenium. We are at the Athenium. On the 9th of November. The address there is 7 Ethold Furgard Terrace.
Yeah, please, we need that address because people are going to put ethanol, Athena. Hey, we are here at Athens. We are here at Athens. Where are you guys?
Ethold is the address. The tickets are also at gqcomedy.co.za there as well. And then there's a special announcement for Spreading Humors on the 12th of October 2024. They will be at Central Pretoria, Helen Joseph, the 012. Tickets are 50 rand there for early bird and 100 rand for normal. Tickets are available at Quicket for their live podcast show.
Spreading Humor is also having a show. That's beautiful.
that.
Nice,
So get your tickets for Spreading Humor in Pretoria. What's the date?
The 12th of
That's
October.
the 12th of
12th of October. Make
Yes.
sure you sell out before
Yes,
you
yes.
let us make sure that this network takes it to the catapulting level.
Yes.
On the other side of the stratosphere.
Yes.
On the adjacent Milky Way.
Come on.
On the highest level.
Talking about a big tour, exactly 7 days later, after our fellow Spreading Humorists,
Yes.
is officially the PNC live show.
Oh my.
Yes. So 7 days later, after we chill with the Spreading Humor spoilers,
Yes.
we move on to Gold Reef City Casino.
Yes. With the millennials.
Yes.
People with depression problems and stuff like
No,
that.
sorry.
And fatherlessness.
No.
Join us at Gold Reef City Casino. It's myself and Popops Murikwani, Farafai, Farezi, Farida, the one and only Tishmerik, the Paberik, Tabiso di Rup. No, not Tabiso di Rup.
Oh.
Tabiso Mhlongo. And of course, Shanre Van Veek. And we've got some very, very special guests in the easy. Special. Yo, Mamela. Tickets are available on Ticket Pro. Guys, we want to thank the Cheese Gang for supporting. Tickets are actually selling out. We like at 30-40% now. So we
At 40%.
yeah, so that's what I'm saying. We're still like a month away almost. So guys, get your tickets now to avoid disappointment. That's all I'm going to say. And to everyone who has bought tickets, thank you so much for the overwhelming amount of support. We can't wait for you guys to see this live show.
And then we got one more announcement.
Yes.
Thabiso Mhlongo's comedy wish list.
Hey,
Oh, yeah.
10:45. Makora to 11.
Cody.
That is happening at the 8th of November at Soweto Theatre.
Yo,
tickets are
leave your
available
iPhones at home,
Soweto
bring your
Theatre.
Androids. Yeah?
Huh?
Bring the Oppo.
Don't come with your real phone, come with your Oppos. Tickets are 200 Rand at SowetoTheatre.com.
Nice.
So go get your tickets for Thabiso Mhlongo's comedy wish list. That's where comedy lovers have actually sent Thabiso some DMs on Instagram, which is Thabiso_comedian, right?
TBS.
Before we sign off, we just
Chandra.
want to thank Cadbury for sponsoring us, especially for that conversation about Mzansi names.
Thank you, Cadbury.
Yes.
Oh, they were sponsors like they can no gaula.
Oh, let me it's a real Mzansi names, you know?
I thought it was somebody who just wants me to have a good day today.
Yeah, that one is from me, Shem.
So if you guys enjoyed the conversation, remember to hashtag real Mzansi names and also tag Cadbury in it.
Yeah, but also let us know what are real Mzansi names. You know, we could have missed some names that are real. Bo Alfios, you know, Jafta.
Or tell us how they
There were names that never made it onto other things. The conversations would have been longer.
Tell us how they mispronounce your name, because I see my name being mispronounced or misspelled in the comments. Chandri.
Because I thought your name had a D.
No, it
at
doesn't.
first. I thought it was Chandre. I didn't realize there was a silent D in your name.
Chandre's name means sun ray.
Yes.
Chandra, is that what
Shan Rays, yes.
What
So it's
language is
just
that?
Shan Ray.
Because you're light skin.
No.
What language is that?
English.
English.
Where the S? Where the H?
Calling people name
Sun
according
Ray.
to the mood.
Yes. But also,
Like a lot of people that were born in 2002 are named Ronaldo.
Wow.
In 1998, Bebeto. If he was born this past weekend, he would have been Snow. Yeah?
also like Shan in Chinese means like mountains.
Oh, we see that one.
All right, let's close this show.
Very visible.
I thought you just had a bit of Xhosa in you.
And you used to be a rugby player. Yo. Your problem in the scrums.
You used to sometimes do it one man. Nah, go ahead and use one.
People like this, sipusha kanjani. How do you move an immovable object? All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is the show.
That is the
Thank
show.
you.
Thank you for joining us for PNC, ladies and gentlemen. Just like Moya was South Africa this weekend, we are out.